everybody. It is gorgeous weather. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than this, South Florida. Is anybody new today? Yeah? New to yoga or just new to me? New to me? Welcome. My earpiece is not on right. I don't know why. I think I need to get rid of these. There. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Anyone else new today? Yeah? Anyone just feeling new today? Yeah. That's good. So Andy, do we have a thumbs up? Are you ready for me? Okay. All right, so I'm going to let you guys settle. And I would really like it if we would... Oh my God. I'm so happy to see you. You're like hidden right in the middle. Oh my gosh. Happy New Year. I drove all the way up from Miami this morning. That's so awesome. That's love. That is love. So, let's get on our feet. I feel this sound. Everywhere I look, there's somebody I love. That is the best. Yeah, right there, right? Right there. Like, it's amazing. To stand in the middle of this is absolutely amazing. You guys don't even know. You think you come here to get something from me. You think you come here to get something to fill your cup. And to stand in the middle of this, there's so much love in this park right now. It is just crazy. It's actually overwhelming. Mwah. Happy New Year to everybody. How many of you have just been having fun ever since? And so the music that's playing right now is actually DJ Drez trying to keep his energy close. He mixed some really fun tunes for us. There was a lot of dancing going on when I watched the videos after, which is really, really cool. Let's open our feet up a little wider. I want you to have a really good solid base. Hello. So feet nice and wide. Reach your arms up to the sky and start breathing. Yeah, spread your fingers out like they're rays of the sun and they're shining really bright. And you know, the truth is that when we open up our hands like that, it's an expression of our heart. And so if your heart feels big, you want your hands to feel big. We use our hands to express our hearts. They are an exact extension from the heart space. And so I want you to feel that right now. And you know, open hands are a really beautiful thing because then we can give and we can also receive with open hands. The opposite would be an expression of the heart that is burdened with hatred or something negative, and then the hand would be a fist, and you would be striking, right? Or you'd be pulling in and retracting. And so right now I want you to actually engage in the feeling of the heart feeling really big, the hands feeling really big, the fingers spread wide, and then fill up your lungs and breathe. Yeah, now tip your ears back and look up to the sky. Watch that beautiful breeze move through the trees and know that you are breathing in all the same air. We are all one. We are all connected right now in this moment, and there is nothing more important than connecting with other people, other human beings, like-minded people. Now, take it all in and draw your hands right to your heart center. Draw it right in. Feel your feet on the ground. Just keep feeling the mat beneath your feet and know that you are right here in present time. On your next inhalation, reach those arms back up and do it big. Stretch up, lean back, open yourself from the heart center, and then exhale, bring your hands right back down to your heart. One more time, we're just going to take a really big inhale, stretch up, reach up, breathe in, look up, and then this time, exhale, forward fold. Fold all the way over. Come halfway up, inhale, lengthen. Good, fold again, exhale, and then rise all the way to standing. Are you assisting? Oh, just being here, taking it in, hands to heart center. We actually do have a couple of people here volunteering today. I know we have Gabby up here with me, and Ruth, and caddy. So there's hands all over. So if you feel someone touching you in the middle of your practice and it's not me, know that they're supposed to be here and they just want to help. They'll make little adjustments that might help you find your alignment a little better and make the practice a little more purposeful so you don't hurt yourself. Again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Come halfway up, inhale. Fold again, please, exhale. Now, keeping your feet wide, bend your knees about 90 degrees and reach your arms forward. I want you to try to get your hips as low as your knees. So you're going to test yourself a little bit, and it's not going to be easy. I didn't promise that this practice was going to be easy. When you come out to a Saturday at the park, it's vinyasa, and you know you're going to be challenged in some way. So I want you to own it. Right now, bend those knees just a little deeper. Lift your chest a little higher. Give me that full expression from your hands. Spread your fingers like rays of the sun till you feel the webbing between stretching. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees now. Roll yourself up slowly. Tuck your tailbone and your chin. Let your head come up last. Feel your belly draw to the spine. Stand tall and bring your feet together. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Interlace your fingers together, please. Turn them inside out so the palms go up to the sky. And then draw down a little more into your heels. Draw your tailbone down. And give me a little baby stretch over to your left. Yeah, I'm just going to mess with you. We always go right. So go left. Feel that right side body open up a little more as your feet press down and the heels of your hands push up. And then inhale, rise back to center. Take it over to the other side. Make it just a little baby movement. You don't have to move much to feel. And I want you to feel the texture of your sensations today. I want you to be really present in your body. On your next inhale, let's bring it back to the center. Release your hands down. Again, just feel what's happening already. Clasp your hands together behind you. Inhale, open the heart right up to the sky. Draw your arms back. And then exhale, fold. Stretch your arms a little bit away from your body. That's it. Let the head draw down. I want you to keep feeling those footprints on the mat. It really matters that you stay stable so that you can express your poses a little more fully. And we're going to one more time. Release those hands. Bend the knees about 90 degrees and reach your arms forward. Okay, what I really want you to focus on now is opening your hands just a little bit wider and really draw the chest out in front of you. Widen your collarbones and really lift the chest out. Let's sit down into the hips just a little lower and lift the heart just a little higher. And now come up for chair pose. Lift your belly off your thighs, reach your arms up to the sky, and then come to stand and keep those arms up. I want you to keep the arms right where they are. That's it. Now, can you bring the arms back a little bit more? Just bring the biceps back by the ears. So I don't want them in really close to your head. That's going to be really hard to do. I want them a little wider and back a little further. I want you to imagine that you could open the armpits up. Could you feel that? Pull the arm bones back. Yes. We don't get in there enough. Now lift your rib cage up a little bit and draw your tailbone down. Yes, just wake up that heart space. Tip your ears back again. Give me a nice deep breath as you look up to the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Let it go. It's already starting to open. Inhale, arms reach. Breathe and reach and stretch. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to move a little more. Come halfway up. Inhale, lengthen now. Step, step back, plank pose. Really, really nice work. We're going to lower down slowly. Take it all the way down onto your belly. Point your toes back. Inhale into cobra. And we're going to take a moment in cobra because this is going to be a really important part of our practice today. The collarbones are wide. That's it. The heart space feels big. The ears are maybe tipping back, so the throat is open and the airway is allowing that breath to really move through you. Let's take one more breath here. Feel the chest open wide. And then exhale, release it. Good. Tuck your toes. Please come into downward facing dog. That is your first down dog of the morning. And so I want you to give yourself a chance to ease in. Go ahead and bend one knee and then bend the other and just kind of feel your way through your hamstrings. I don't want you to force anything. I want you to fall in love with your body this morning in this practice. So we are going to open our hearts and we're going to shine that love right back on ourselves. And when our love grows within, it actually reflects out in a much bigger way to the world. So spread your fingers now, press both legs back, and then when you're ready, I want you to look at your hands and start to walk your feet right up to the top of the mat. Come halfway up on your inhale, and then fold deeply as you exhale. All right, flat back this time, rise up to standing, lift your head and chest, press through your feet and reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Fold in like you mean it. Draw the head down. We're getting a little warmer. Come halfway up. Inhale and lengthen. Now, step back and lower. Lay it all the way down on the belly. Give some real communication through your body, some collaboration with your body parts, and give me the best cobra that you can do. The spine is long. I don't want you to overuse your glutes. Try to keep your feet down. Maybe lift your knees a little bit away from the mat. So there's more leg power and less squeezing of your bottom. And then exhale, release it. So good. Tuck your toes, down dog. How's your breathing? Are you still breathing right up into that heart space? What I'd like you to do now is explore the heart a little deeper. Come up high on your toes. Get really, really high up on the balls of your feet and then bend your knees. Soften the knees, lift your hips a little higher, but see if you can draw your sit bones, your hips a little narrower. Yeah, really good. And now melt your chest back toward the knees just a little bit. Again, stretching into the armpits. Breathing. Just exploring some new sensations, some new textures. Be really aware of what you're doing to yourself. And now on purpose, I want you to feel yourself pull the ribs back away from your legs. Pull the chest up and away from your legs. Once you feel you've integrated and your shoulders can externally rotate, push your legs back. Take one more inhale right there. And then exhale, let's look forward and walk our feet right up to the top of the mat. Lift and lengthen on your in-breath. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, so yeah, we're not messing around anymore, right? You guys are starting to get serious. Come to standing, hands at heart center. Yeah, it's always a little sneaky how we come in. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Fold in like you mean it. Yep, lift halfway, inhale. Now the right leg is going to step back. Just step the right foot back, put the right hand down, and then give me a twist open to the left side. So we're just going to continue to warm up the spine. Very good. And so there needs to be some awareness to the base of your pose. I want you to feel your feet as if they were squeezing a little bit together on the mat. Like your left hip is moving back and your right hip is moving forward just a little bit. And then take a little bit more twist from your waistline. That was really good. Take one breath right there. Exhale, eyes down, hands down. Step into plank and lower. Good. Inhale into cobra. And then exhale, please, back to down dog. All right, right leg is going to go all the way up in the air. Take it all the way up in the air. Stretch your toes right up into the sky. And now I want you to turn that hip up and open just a little bit. Look underneath your right arm. Look under the right arm, yes. And then bend your right knee so your right heel comes toward your bottom. And see if you can really point that knee up to the sky. Look under your arm, yes. So the neck is down. And then straighten your leg up one more time and step that right foot through, high crescent lunge. Right foot, yes, to the hands, arms sweep up. Take a moment here in the high crescent and integrate a little bit. Feel the legs draw in. it's really important that you create some stability for yourself. So feel your footprints, the mat beneath your feet. There's always got to be a connection to what's happening underneath so you can express the top really fully. Give me a little more heart. Pull the arms back. Yep, last breath. Hands go down. Step right into down dog. Smile. Yeah, sometimes we forget about that. Smile. We're going to take one breath here. Just really enjoy the down dog. And then slowly look at your hands and walk your feet gracefully to the top of the mat. Come up on your inhale and then fold on your exhale. We're going to bend the knees for chair pose. Take your time, organize your body. Feel how you're standing in those footprints. Very good. See if you can draw the tailbone down slightly. So the belly lifts and the tailbone goes down a little bit. So adjust your pelvis. So bottom under just a little bit. Yeah, come to standing. Hands at heart center. So we're going to do that on the other side now. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, forward fold. Come halfway up, inhale, and the left leg is going to lunge back on the exhale. So organize yourself for a moment. Keep that left hand on the mat and beautiful twist open to the right. Try not to get carried away with the fullest expression. I love to maybe just approach the pose at about 75% of your effort, not 110. And then once you get to 75, let's see what we can do to enhance. Can you make the back leg a little stronger? Can you actually draw the feet toward each other a little bit on the mat? And once you start to feel that's going on, we can twist a little deeper from the waist. That's it. Let's see if we can bend the front knee just a touch. Twist that left side of the body in and under just a little more. And then eyes go down, hands go down. Step into plank and lower. Inhale into cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. So our left leg is going to go up this time. Stretch it up till it feels so good. Just so good. Stretch your toes right up into the air. Try not to let the right shoulder collapse, but we're going to look underneath the left arm. Just look under the left arm and then bend the left knee. And just see what you can do in terms of making space here. So I want you to feel like your knee is just yearning to touch the sky.
When the wind comes knocking
Breathe.
at my door, I open up to
Push through the hands. Actually sink that right foot down a little deeper.
whispers.
And then we're going to straighten it back up to the sky and step the left foot all the way through. Step it through to your hands and rise for high crescent lunge.
The turning of tides and making.
You can widen your stance a little bit if you feel like you need more stability. And make sure you're using the pinky toe a little bit. Come up on the balls of the feet. There you go. You got to really use that back foot. Create that feeling of integration and then pull the arms back. Give me more heart. Take it a little wider. Lift the chest a little higher. Feel that little bit of cobra in your spine. And then when you're ready, take it down slow. Hands down. Step back right into down dog. Let your head go and just recover. One breath at a time. We're warming up. We're touching all the different nooks and crannies. One more breath here.
From scared to excited, like love in its first phase.
And then we're going to walk the feet forward.
Like a child watching.
Take your feet right up to your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Feet are together, please. Exhale, fold. And then bend your knees, chair pose.
Now to
Feet together. You'll feel so much stronger. Yep. And you don't have to squeeze your knees together, but just let the toes touch. Let your legs actually work independently. Now, just for fun, everyone stick your butt out a little bit. Yuck, right? That doesn't feel good at all. Now, tuck your tailbone under like a scared dog. Just like, right? Tuck that tail under. That doesn't feel so good either, does it? Now, find a happy medium. Find where you're just in between. That's where you belong. Keep feeling your feet on the mat. Push into the feet and come to standing for me, please. Reach high. Reach high. Extend back a little. Nice. And then hands to heart center. All right. Inhale. Arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Fold in like you mean it. Really, draw the head down. Touch your legs or touch the ground. Come halfway up, inhale. That's it. Now we're going to step back to plank, but hold plank pose. Roll onto your right side, please. So Vashisthasana, this is your side plank. Now could you imagine getting some really good leg power in this pose and then trying to open up a little bit of cobra into this pose? Could you lift the heart? Could you draw the head back a little bit? Yes. Just feel what it feels like to extend the spine a little bit more. And then go ahead, release. Hands down. You never thought you'd be so happy about being in a regular plank, right? So organize yourself again. Have an attitude adjustment, and then try the other side. So we roll into Vashisthasana. Yeah, we're not messing around today, are we? Right? So I want you to feel a little bit of that support coming from underneath, and then see if you can get a little bit of cobra feeling. Go ahead, open the chest, draw your head back. I got you. You're the lucky one. Head back. Head back more. Yes, there's a back bend in here. Beautiful. And then return to plank pose. And lower yourself down. Inhale into cobra. Feel the back bend now. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. Give me one really big inhale. Collective inhale. Open mouth. Ah. Right foot steps up, left knee goes to the mat. Low crescent lunge. Arms are going to sweep up over the head. And so before you get carried away, let's go 75% of the pose. Just see if you can approach it with an open mind and kind of pay attention to all of the different tweaks and different things that are happening. And then let's see how we can enhance it. Can we bend down into the front knee a little bit deeper? And then give me that integration. So now you feel the pulling. I also want you to feel the integration. Pull the legs in. There's a push and a pull happening in your body. Now reach the arms up a little higher. I want you to take your arms back a little further and then bend your elbows and grab opposite elbows. See if you can pull the elbows back now. See if you can get the arms a little bit behind your head and then just look up with your eyeballs. Yeah, I kind of like that. Make sure you're still feeling those legs pulling in, just gently, just gently. It's literally like we pull ourselves together. That means we can hold our own. That's it. Take one more breath. Reach the arms back up. Give me a little more back bend, a little more expression, and then go ahead, place your hands down. Stay right there. Left hand stays on the floor. Put your right hand on your knee. Spinal twist again. From this low crescent, I want you to really turn here. And then come up on your fingertips of your left hand. So really, come up on spider fingers. And so now you can lengthen the chest out even more. I want you to twist a little deeper. Now, in this twist, can you add a little bit of that cobra feeling? And can you stay calm with construction going on around us? And so make this about finding your heart space. You're twisting, but you're also doing a little cobra action. Lift the sternum, widen the collarbones, tip the ears back just a little bit. Yes, don't be afraid to find that back bend. And then go ahead, release. Eyes down, hands down. Step right into down dog. Take that leg all the way back. Find the balance. And breathe. All right, left foot's gonna step up. Let the right knee drop down softly. Arms sweep up over the head. And there's gonna be a little bit of integration here. Think 75%. By the time we're done, you can be at that 100%. So you're gonna take one breath at a time and you're gonna pay attention to how we create the pose. And so we can't just go flying in without the integration. So now pull the legs together a little bit. Feel what's happening there. Start to reach a little higher, draw the arms back, and then bend your elbows. We're gonna grab opposite elbows, but you gotta go to the weird one, not the same one that you did last time. I know, it's just really good for your brain to switch things up. So go ahead now, lift the heart, tip the ears back, draw the arms back. And the beautiful thing is that if you get ahead of yourself in your upper body, you're going to lose your connection to your lower body. So what I'm asking for right now is real cooperation, collaboration, communication. What is happening? Are you responsible for how the whole thing works? Let's lift a little higher. Pull away from that left leg just a little bit more. That's it. And then stretch your arms up to the sky. Give me your fullest expression. There's your 100%. Breathe in. And then exhale, hands down. Step it back. Oh, it just keeps getting better. Spread those fingers out. Find your breath. All right, when you're ready, I would like you to look at your hands and walk your feet right up to the top of the mat. Come halfway up, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center. And then take a little twist to the right side. So left elbow is going to go outside the right knee. Keep your feet together. So feel the foundation of your chair pose, feet together. That's it. And then bend your knees a little bit. You're going to get the left elbow outside the right knee. Perfect. Now, I want you to see if you can extend your spine a little bit more and add a little bit of that cobra feeling. Yes. That's really, really good. Heart space open. Breath flowing free. Give me one more breath. And then exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Let the head go. No tension. Let your head drop down toward the floor. This is your recovery moment, so actually take your recovery. Some of you are so fierce about your poses, but then you're not so fierce about your recovery. We have to be able to be both. We have to be good at both. Let's bend our knees and take chair pose. And then we're going to twist to the other side. So that's it. Hands are going to come to the heart. You're going to twist it to the left, which means the right elbow goes outside of the leg. That's it. Keep feeling that mat beneath your feet. We can find peace and quiet inside, even when the world moves crazy around us. So it doesn't really matter if they're building a beautiful building down the street. It's going to make our experience of downtown that much more beautiful. More beautiful people to come to yoga, right? So we will just muddle through the challenges of the sounds, knowing development is good. Take one more breath. Give me that little bit of cobra. Open the heart, head back. Yes, full extension. And then exhale, let it go. Let's flow. Feel those feet right there on the ground. Bend your knees and roll up slowly. This one's nice. Don't do it fiercely. Ground, reset, reorganize, and then stand tall in stillness. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Come halfway up on your inhale. Step back, please, and lower. This is your vinyasa, so move through your body. Move with your breath. Reconnect. Inhale into cobra and exhale back into downward facing dog. And we're going to reapproach something that we've already done here. And so we're going to take that low crescent again. Right foot steps up, left knee goes to the mat. Let your arms sweep up into the air. Take that fullest expression right there. That's it. And then open your arms like wings and give me a twist over to your right side. So twist nice and deep. And I want you to place your left hand on your right knee. And then I want you to bend into that right knee and go a little lower. Go a little deeper. That's it. That left knee should be on the mat. Put that knee down. Because now you're going to bend the left knee and reach back with your right hand and grab your foot. Keep the twist. Beautifully done. Oh, yeah, look at those facial expressions. Not so sure about that one. Yeah, sometimes we get a cramp. You know, your body is going, what the heck are you thinking? You know? We're touching something we don't usually touch, but later we'll be happy that we did. So see if we can get the hips to go a little lower, the chest to come a little higher, and give me that little bit of cobra. Where's the extension and the rotation? Last breath. Release your foot first. Let it go gently. Turn and face forward. Reach your arms up to the sky. And then exhale. Release. Hands down. Step back to plank and lower. Have a little fun with the vinyasa. Try to reconnect with the integration of your body. Reconnect with the rhythm of your breath. And find your way back to downward facing dog. I like what I see. Be kind right now in this moment because you know what's coming. So this is the opportunity to adjust the attitude. We don't really want to go in feeling like, oh, I can't believe I have to do that again. How about it might be better on the other side? Let's try. Left foot steps up, right knee goes down. Arms sweep up high. And so we take one step at a time. And if you get to a point where you feel like you want to stop, then that's what you do. Embrace whatever is available to you. Arms open like wings. Just play with the twist. The twist might be enough. If that feels really good, right hand to left knee. And then bend into that left knee a little more so the right hip drops a little lower. We want to make sure that the stance is long. I keep doing that, don't I? Step your foot forward more for me. Even more. Longer, longer, longer. Now try. So now we're going to explore the idea of bending that back leg. Just see what happens. If you're not directly on the kneecap, if you're actually in front of the kneecap because you came a little more forward in the pose, it'll feel better. So we grab the foot behind us and we're still twisting, and then we're looking for a little bit of that cobra. It makes all the difference in the world. How's your breath now? Are you breathing so you feel alive inside? Touching new places and embracing the texture of your sensations. We're going to let go of the foot. Let it go gently. Turn and face forward, arms reach. Exhale, place your hands down, tuck your back toes, and step into plank pose. Breathe in plank, and then exhale, lower down slowly. Inhale for your cobra pose, and exhale back to down dog. All right, I want a really big collective inhalation, and then everyone give me a big ah. That's it. Okay. When you're ready, right foot steps up, stay on your left toes. It's just a transition. Come into high crescent lunge. Don't give me a full expression. Just rise up, and then turn open to your left for warrior two. Very, very good. All right, so build the base, find the integration, feel the mat beneath your feet, and then we're going to reverse the warrior. So left arm down, right arm up, left arm down, right arm up. That's it. I want you to sink in a little lower. Yep, I want you to sink in a little lower, and then because of that, now you can reach a little higher. Pull the pit of the belly up, elongate your spine, give me that little bit of cobra. Where is that extension in the spine? The upper spine only. I just got a pop, didn't I? All right, return to your neutral, come back to warrior two. I like it a lot. Straighten your front leg. We're gonna go into triangle, and this is a pose that we're familiar with. Is that getting louder? Is that getting louder? Yeah? Okay. So triangle pose. And I don't want you to dig too deep. I want you to just play with triangle, 75%, and then give it a chance to grow. So build your foundation. Feel the legs draw in a little bit. And then I want you to make sure that your left hand stays straight up over your shoulder, but then give me that little bit of cobra. Right? Extend from the spine, not from your hand. I know we all think that if we put the hand behind us, it's going to make the pose bigger, and it really doesn't. Keep the hand over the shoulder. Give me more spine. You have more in there. There it is. All right. Bring your spine back to neutral. Come back in line with your own leg, and then rise back up, please. Warrior two. Awesome job. Take a breath. Go ahead and flow it out. Place your hands down, one on either side of your foot. Step back lightly and lower slowly. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, down dog. How are you guys feeling? Yeah? We're starting to awaken a lot of places in the body, and what could be better? Our body loves to breathe and move. And all the while, every single pose that we touch is allowing us to open our heart space just a little bit bigger. Let's take it to the other side. Left foot steps up. Stay on your right toes. The arms sweep up for high crescent lunge. And then turn open, please, to your right for warrior two. So I know that we are being challenged. I know we're being challenged with the sounds around us. Can we make it part of the experience? Can we not allow it to challenge us? If you can't hear the cueing well, look around. Use your visuals. We're going to reverse the warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. And so if you can't hear me, you can see what everyone else is doing and they can hear me. And so the people closest to the speakers, they will lead you. And we will work together in cooperation. Let's sink in a little bit lower and know that that dropping down is going to allow us to reach a little higher. That's it. Tip the ears back. Where's your cobra? Where's that heart space? Draw the arm back. And then find your neutral in your spine. Return to warrior two. Oh, embrace the silence. Straighten your front leg. Triangle pose. There's no contest to get your hand to the floor. Use your shin for support. Find your alignment. Integrate the legs. I want you to really feel the work that's going on, especially in the front leg. Use that quadricep. Tighten that muscle up a little bit. Even more. And so we're going to build that base. We're going to draw the legs in a little bit. And then you're going to make a commitment to yourself that you're going to keep your right hand over your shoulder and play with the extension from your spine. So we're going to draw the head back, the shoulders back, the chest open. Go back more. I got you. And if your hand starts sneaking behind you, just catch it and bring it right back in line with your shoulder and then try again. Go more from the chest. Find the back bend. Yes, I really like it. Heart space feels open. And then you got to take the back bend out. Come back to a neutral spine and then rise back up. Warrior two for one breath. And then exhale, flow it out. Hands down. Step back. Lower. Inhale for cobra. Each cobra should feel a little better than the one before it. And then exhale, down dog. Take a really big inhale and then a big open mouth. All right. I'm going to have you come to your hands and knees, tabletop pose. I'm just going to do a little time check. We are perfect. All right, so hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Go ahead and take 2 or 3 rounds of cat-cow. Just move through your spine. Make sure everything is feeling all right. You know, I want you to actually move through a full range of motion. We're arching the back, lifting the gaze and the head up, and then exhale, rounding it out. So moving it around, belly button to the spine. So after about 2 or 3 rounds, I want you to find tabletop in all of its stability. So that means you really pull the belly in. Make sure your shoulders are set into your back body. And I want you to be so solid in your tabletop that if I came and I tried to knock you over, that you'd be able to hold your ground. So really, think about that. If I came over and I tried to knock you over, could you hold steady? Yeah. All right, so from that steady place, right arm forward, left leg back. So we've been doing a lot of work with flexibility in the spine and elongation. Right now, I want stabilization. I want strength. So feel more of the drawing in your core, but extending out through your limbs. Lift just a little bit higher. All right, now in contrast, bend that back leg. Reach around with your right arm. Grab the pinky toe side of your foot. So reach to the inside, the pinky toe side. And now give me that cobra. Yes, lift the chest. Open wide across the collarbones. Use your leg power to make the back bend a little bit bigger. See if you can grab the top of the foot and let the toes free so you can spread all of your toes right up to the sky. There's a tendency to look to the right in this pose, so I'm going to ask you to keep your gaze forward, keep the chest wide open. Draw your left shoulder back just a little bit. Last breath. Beautiful. Release gracefully. Child's pose. Whee! Yeah? We're getting somewhere. Go ahead and open your knees a little wider, melt your heart toward the mat. If we're in that space, we might as well really be in that space. Smooth out your breathing. Fall in love with this moment. Fall in love with your body. Be so grateful in this moment for the way it's performing for you. Think of all of the things that it's been able to do. And know that there are meant to be struggles. There are meant to be challenges in the practice. Everything can't be easy all the time. That's not how we grow. That's not how we develop our strength or our flexibility of mind or body or spirit. All right, tabletop again. Go ahead and move through your range of motion. Cat-cow a couple of times, maybe even a dancing lion. I want you to just move through your spine and make sure everything feels really good. Make sure that there's no sticky parts, nothing feels crunchy, but that your surfaces are smooth and your body feels alive and vibrant. I love the way you're moving. It's free flow. There really is no right or wrong way to do it. This is your moment. And then draw it into center. Find the stability. Belly button to the spine. So make sure your ribs aren't dropping out toward the mat. Pull the front ribs in, yes. And if I came over and I tried to nudge you, you would hold your ground. Feel that. And then take left arm forward and right leg back. And so because we've lifted two of our limbs, we still have to have that same feeling of holding our ground. So did your belly fall out? Maybe pull it back in. Pull the ribs in, yeah. It's not about how high you take your legs here. It's about maintaining your integration. So just feel that. The core is strong. Lengthen your limbs. And breathe. Now we're going to take the flexibility. We're going to bend that back leg. Reach around, grab the pinky toe side. Take your gaze up. Spread your toes toward the sky and make it a little bigger. Give me that cobra feeling. The leg is pulling the arm back. You're still feeling grounded on the limbs that are on your mat. Try not to look to the left. I know it's a tendency. Look forward. Yeah, keep the heart forward. Keep the heart space big and wide and abundant. Take one last breath and then release with grace. Take child's pose. Take those knees wide and melt your heart. Extend your arms forward. I really want you to walk the arms forward. And I'm going to ask you in this moment to bring the biceps a little closer to the ears, but bend your elbows and put your hands in prayer behind your head. That's it. With those knees wide, you should be able to really melt the heart down now. You can even walk your elbows a little more forward. Uh-huh. All right, nice and easy. Go ahead, release your arms. And come back up into downward facing dog. This is one of our last vinyasas. For some of you, it will be the last one. So from down dog, breathe in. On the exhale, come forward into plank and lower. Inhale into cobra. And then exhale into downward facing dog. We're going to come to a seated position, and I know that's happy news for some of us, right? And so we come to seated. We're going to sit still just for a moment. I want you to actually take this moment, and you guys know how I feel about pausing, right? Our vinyasa practice can actually mimic the pace of our life. You know, we move, we bend, we twist, we laugh, we just keep moving through our bodies. We keep breathing and moving and keep breathing and moving. And I really believe that we have to start to embrace the pause. So right here, just sit. Sit and acknowledge what the yoga has done for you already. Close your eyes. Close your eyes so that you're actually in your own inner experience. Trains going by, construction happening down the road. Forget it all. Feel that cool breeze on your skin. Feel your breath moving in and out. This is your life right here. Surrounded by like-minded people, a beautiful, vibrant community. You got up on a Saturday morning to enjoy the weather and be outside and breathe this fresh air and be together and do something really healthy for your mind, body, and spirit. This is where our heads need to be, in acknowledgement of all that we do. And if we don't stop and pause and acknowledge, it's all going to pass us by. We are human beings, and somehow we have forgotten how to be. We think of ourselves as human doings. These lives that we have created are just filled with doing. Right now, in this moment, could you lift your heart a little higher? Could you acknowledge and access the space that we've created through this practice? And then on your next inhalation, I want you to reach those arms right up to the sky. Open your arms, open your eyes, and look up. Spread your fingers like rays of the sun. Feel your arms draw back and open that heart space even more. And know that that heart space sometimes feels vulnerable. It doesn't feel so good to open it up so big. It's a scary thing to open up. But know that in this moment, we are not opening up because we have to let others in. We have to let ourselves in. This is a moment for you to love yourself, to pay attention to where you are right now, and decide who you want to be, where you want to go, for you. Your moment, your heart, your life. Everything else comes next. Give that a moment, be in it, and when you feel ready, take your hands to your heart center, draw it in, as if you were to seal it. Acknowledge it, and then go ahead and lay yourself down onto your mat. I am going to be healthy this year. I am going to take care of myself. I am going to change that inner dialogue. I am no longer going to be in my own way. All right, go ahead, bend your knees. Put the soles of your feet onto the mat. Bring your arms in close to your body and bend your elbows so your fingers point up to the sky. And once again, elbows are right next to your ribs. Spread your fingers like rays of the sun. You're going to push those upper arm bones down into the mat. Keep your tailbone on the mat and your shoulders on the mat, and just lift your back up a little bit. So you're not lifting your bottom. It's not bridge pose. We're arching the back. Tailbone stays on the mat, shoulders on the mat, and just lift your heart. So look at me, Pam. Like this. Bend your elbows. Yes. Yeah. And so we don't want to lift our bottoms up. Some of you are still doing bridge pose. So I want this on the floor. Just the back lifts. Just your ribs lift. Yes. Just feel your spine. Isolate the spine. Leave the hip flexors out of it. Just isolate the spine. Feel how strong your back muscles are, and just imagine how the vertebra and the spine in the front are fanning open. Take one more breath right there, and then release it flat. Pause for a moment. Feels pretty good. Now we're going to straighten the arms. Press the arms straight down by your sides. Make sure that your knees are bent enough to feel like your heels are right under your knees. And then now you can lift your bottom. Push down into your arms, push down into your hands, your feet, and rise up into bridge pose. I want you to feel yourself expanding. So you got to push down to rise up. You're going to imagine that you're squeezing something between your knees and then lifting even more. Lift your heart up. That's what we've been doing the whole class. Yes, lift the heart up. Take one more breath there. And then gently go ahead, place your body back down and pause. Now I'd like you to take your arms and reach them up over your head. Biceps near the ears. Heart space feels really beautiful and big and open. And you're going to press the backs of your hands into the ground. Just press the fingernails down, palms facing up. Remember our open hands. So palms are facing up. Press into the floor. Press your hands into the grass. Yes. And then go ahead and do bridge again. And feel how much more open it is, how long your side body feels. Go ahead, lift the heart up toward the chin. Lift the chest. Push your shins a little bit forward. Find that strength. Open your feet up. Now squeeze my knees and lift. More. Chest. There you go. And then slowly bring it back down. And so we've done 3 back bends. And if you think for a moment back on all 3 of them, one of them felt really good, didn't it? Was there one that felt really, really good? So I'm going to give you the option to do that one again. You pick the one that was your favorite and you reapproach it and do it again. Or if you feel like in your regular practice you do a full wheel, I'm going to invite just a small percentage of you to play with a full wheel pose. You know who you are. If you've never done a wheel before, today is not the day to do it. We don't have enough assistants around to support you. So only if you do it on a regular basis, explore that. That's right. Otherwise, go to your favorite. Go to the one that felt so good. And enjoy it. Is that Josie? Is that your dog? Okay. There's another one right there, exact twin. Oh. All right, come on down gently. Go ahead and pull your knees into your belly. It should be a real sweet moment. Take a deep breath in and then let it out with an ah. I want you to rock a little bit side to side. And then if you would, open up your knees a little bit wider. Rock a little bit more. And then with those knees nice and wide, I want you to reach your arms between your legs and grab the insides of your heels and open up into happy baby for just a moment. So you grab your ankles or your heels and you go kind of wide with your knees. The more you bend your knees, the better it's going to feel. Yeah. And so we don't want to have the hamstrings really fighting with us. We want to bend the knees so that the hamstrings don't fight us and we let our hips open. Breath is steady, let the head down, and see if you can feel the pose melt just a little bit. I think sometimes we don't even realize how we get in our own way. We stop ourselves from relaxing, from feeling. And so if you're fighting with yourself in a pose, you got to ask yourself why. Figure out why we can't find another way to do it that feels a little bit better. Take one last breath. And then bring your feet together and your knees together. Squeeze them in just a little bit. And then float both of your legs right up into the air. Feel free to tuck your hands under your tailbone. And just let your feet float up there for a moment. Literally 5 breaths. Just breath in, breath out. At the end of those 5 breaths, we'll start to lower the knees back to the belly. Let both of your legs go over to the right side, gently twisting. Try to make the twist as soft as possible. So anyone who's assisting, if you see anybody who's got their feet up in the air, feet flexing, shoulders up in the air, if there's anything floating in the air, help them let it down. Move the breath through you. Move it gently. Take one more breath. And in a really slow and gentle way, make your way to center. Take those knees over to your left side. Pause there for a moment. Knees go left, the head turns right. Just relax and let it all go. Let it down. Separate your lips, relax your jaw. Start to let the breath move a little more freely. Let's bring it back to center. Give yourself one last squeeze and then release everything all the way out flat onto the mat. Let your legs go. Open the feet a little wider. Take your hands off your body, palms facing upward. Eyes closed. And just let yourself go. Go inward. I don't know what to do. Pick a pose. Good. Let it all go. let's begin our awakening slowly. First the breath, then gentle movement, and then eventually, in your own way and in your own time, bring yourself to a seated position. And so we all come to seated and we sit together. Let's bring our hands at the heart. I actually think we have a record number of people here today. Actually, I think this happens every January. New Year's resolutions and all, you know. And so I want you to think about how it felt to come out today. Was this just something you're going to do once in January and then have excuses or reasons why you can't do it? Is it? Or did you set out for some other bigger purpose coming here today? Did it mean something? What is it that you're seeking? What is it that you're trying to create for yourself? How many other ways can we try to express that in our lives? Just in case there's a Saturday that it doesn't work out. How many other ways can we create this feeling? This connection to community? These moments where we pause. Where we feel brave enough and courageous enough to open our hearts up. So much more happened here this morning than just the poses. And I promise you, if you want poses, 7 days a week, I can give you poses. But I believe there's more to it than that. Our poses are a vehicle. They're a tool to keep us on track, to keep us where we want to be in our lives. And so I hope that this Saturday was not just some random chance thing. If you're visiting from out of town, we stream it every Saturday. You can be on any device, anywhere, anytime. And actually, if you can't make it on a Saturday, there's over 50 classes in there that you could actually do anytime, anywhere to reconnect. So I ask you, please stay in your yoga. Keep your heart open to you. Stay mindful of the work that you're setting out to do for yourself. It's important. When we elevate ourselves, we elevate the world. When we take full responsibility for how we show up every single day, it affects every single person we interact with. So thank you. Thank you for stepping into this today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming out. It is tremendously powerful to see this many people breathing and moving and connecting. Let's close the practice with this moment of silence, almost silence. It's just a landscaper, right? We could actually hear our voices rise. So we're going to do one Om, just one really beautiful sound of Om. Empty your lungs. And then breathe in deep, 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 deep. Fill up, fill up, fill up. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy, happy Saturday. Happy every day. As usual, I have passes for the studio, and important, I have a new schedule. Starting Monday, January 9th, there's a new schedule at the studio. There are definitely class changes, so if you'd like to come up and grab one, we have added 12:30 every day during the week, a 30-minute meditation practice. I believe really strongly with my whole heart that when I started sitting in meditation, my life changed, my yoga changed, every single thing around me changed. It's a difficult thing to start on your own, to just start sitting every morning on your own without any guidance. And so we come together as a community just like this. We sit for 30 minutes from 12:30 to 1. You could do it on your lunch break. You don't get sweaty. You could do it in a suit. You could do it in a skirt, you know, like just come in and sit together and learn some skills, learn some techniques so that you can start to practice it on your own. It's really important. So 12:30 meditations every day. Come grab a pass. There's also a workshop next weekend. If you guys are working on your visions for the year, I'm doing vinyasa, vision boards, and vino. So if you guys want to come next Saturday to the park, do some creative arts and crafts. We're going to actually create the visions for our lives for this year. So we everything is included, snacks, wine, all the supplies you need to make the vision board. So come play with me. I make a vision board every year, and every year, whatever I put on it comes true. I believe in manifestation. I believe that we are manifesting mofos. We totally are. We can actually create the life that we want. So if you want to create your own life, come join me. I will help you vision it. A creative practice followed by some arts and crafts to make your life what you want it to look like. Yes. The new schedule is here too. If you guys want the new schedule. New schedule. This is the vision board next Saturday, the workshop for next Saturday. Vision boards and vino. Next Saturday you come and do yoga with me, so vinyasa, vision board, and vino. I'm going to serve wine and snacks and Mike, oh. Please, thank you.